Hey everyone, and welcome to another episode of A Chat with Deb. I'm very, very excited, like it's my usual practice. Thank you so much for tuning in. First of all, I'd like to give a shout out to certain persons. I know I don't actually joined during the live session. I'd like to give a shout out to certain persons that have been very consistent and has made this stream very interesting, this session very interesting. I really, really appreciate every one of you. To Bright, to Bellama, Sydney, hey, I can't remember their names. Anyways, thank you so much. I am very, very happy. On today's episode, we're talking about cyberbullying. Of course, what's cyberbullying? A lot of people say I'm actually airing my view. I'm airing my thoughts online. But cyberbullying is when a person uses negative comments, uses the internet, drops negative comment to bully somebody else. Of course, it's a general thing. We all have our phones, we have our devices, we have our smartphones, our laptops, so nobody can say anything that they choose to. If you want to say by yourself, if you want to say something. But the part where it has gotten to a point where it begins to affect other people, maybe because they've made a statement or they've said something that doesn't really sit down well with you, and you feel the only way to express your view is to drop a negative comment. That's cyberbullying, and it has so much effect on a lot of people. In fact, on everybody. Nobody wants to hear negative. Nobody wants to see or be around negativity. The truth is, we are in a stage in the world, or we're at a point in the world where everything about us, where our daily living is somehow controlled by the internet. Invariably, as much as we live our daily lives in a different environments and all, the internet has a huge role to play in our lives. And when we use the internet for negativity, when we use the internet not to bring about positive things that can benefit people, that can bless people, or that can touch people's lives and transform them, then we're actually bullying people. It might not really come off as okay, I'm doing this, so it's not a bad thing because I'm just airing my opinion. I'm actually pointing or laying emphasis on I just want to say my mind, because that's what a lot of people do. They just want to say their mind, and in saying their mind, they pass on negativity, they pass on depression unknown to them to other people. There are a lot of people that have actually been down as a result of the negative comments online. Let me give an instance. Somebody puts out a project or does something or puts out a picture, and you see comments like, why are you too fat? You see comments like, you have bleached your skin, you have stretch marks. It might actually be true, but it's actually a negative comment because you're going over and beyond to body shame the person. The truth is, we think it's just dropping a comment, and it happens most of the times with celebrities. If you go through their comment section, maybe they post a picture and something, you go through their comment section, what you'll be seeing, you have yam leg, you have this one. It's actually bad. Of course, people say you put yourself in that position because so far as you bring your life to the public, you give us an opportunity to judge you. Like, who told you they gave you the opportunity, they gave you the right to say anything that you want to say? And besides, why would you want to put out negativity? Why would you want to say something that is negative to somebody because you have a phone or because you have a device to pass on message? I don't think it's ideal. I don't think it's actually wise when we're at a stage where we should build up the facilities we have. When I mean facilities, technology is an opportunity. I see it as an opportunity. It's actually a facility that is helping society and helping us live better with one another. Why then do we bring out the negatives from it? The truth is, the internet never forgets. Are we Are we building up a society or building up things around us that would have a tendency to be destroyed at the later end? Are we destroying the things that would be beneficial to our children, that would be helpful to the next generation? I feel like as humans or as people around or people that have given opportunity to see certain things, we should use it to the best of our abilities. Now there's something that comes that, or let me say it this way. Psychologists have classified the act of negativity to mean trolling, in the sense that if you constantly drop negative comments on people, they see you as a troll. A troll is somebody who projects himself or herself in a negative light by making negative comments on people's page, maybe on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, wherever it is. Such a person, most of the time, they do it anonymously. They open a page, a new page, without their profile pictures or something, and they begin to drop negative comments. And the thing is, we feel like those comments have no effect on people, but they actually do. To be very honest, they do. They cause depression, they cause harassment. You might feel like you're enjoying what you're doing because it's just the internet. It doesn't really make sense. But so why would somebody take this kind of thing to heart? The truth is, we're affected, or somehow those things around us have a way of affecting our psychic, and they affect our productivity. But of course, we can't as much as stop people from being negative, because in my opinion, you are a projection of, or you're a reflection of the kind of things you say. Even if it's on the internet, you drop a comment, I get to know who you are based on those kind of comments you drop. If I really want to know a person, for instance, I could go to Google and search out your name. Of course, search out your name, search out your comments, and see your interactions over time. It helps me to know, okay, this is the kind of person you are. And that's what happens these days. I was on LinkedIn the other day, and they were analyzing, human resource officials were analyzing and saying, even before they hire you as a person to work in an organization, they go through your social media pages, not just looking through your profile. They try to see who you've interacted with. And a lot of people have no idea that this is actually what happens. It's very possible you might be very intelligent, you might be really, really good, and you applied for a job. And you're wondering, you've actually written the test and aced your interview, and you've not gotten a call back, and you're wondering what's actually happening. Unknown to you that it's because you've probably sometimes dropped a comment. And the human resource officer is saying, if I'm able to hire this kind of person, what kind of job or what would they bring to the table? Would they help to foster organizational growth, or they would end up spewing such comments on their fellow employees or their fellow staff? That's what we don't understand, that these things have a way of affecting us. You can't just go as much as it's a comment, I'm dropping it anywhere. It doesn't really matter. I'm airing my opinion. It doesn't make sense. So I'm actually putting this out there. If you don't have, I have this mantra, if you don't have anything good to say, don't say anything at all. Do not say. Sometimes, let me give the a life example. I don't know whether a minister said something about coronavirus not being existent and all, and it got to the internet, and a lot of people came out and were talking, blasting and all. And then there was a ripple effect. There was a reaction from the followers of those who actually listened to the minister. And I came across a post. Let me check if I have it here on my phone. And one of the people that spoke about that minister, I think I should have it. Okay, I found it. One of them that spoke about that minister actually got hit. And this was what I saw. Somebody put out a picture. I don't know if you can see, I don't know if it's clear enough to be focused on. You might want to see that. And you're telling me you're a Christian. You listen to God's word properly. And you come out because somebody spoke against, not like speaking against, or maybe had their opinion about a certain thing that they were not comfortable with. And the next thing you do is to bring out your phone and wish that the person was dead, putting RIP. That's the height of insensitivity. That's the height of misplacement of priorities. And I'm wondering if you've actually been in the church, if you've been in the church and you've been taught for a very long time about the things that have to do with God, why then would you subject yourself to such, should I call it sadism, if there's something like that? Because invariably you're actually a sadist, and that's what trolls do. They project what they feel inside, and they drop those negative comments on people's posts, on people's handles. The one that actually pained me was the feedback that came from Big Brother, this last Big Brother Ninja. It was horrible, to be very honest. It was horrible. There was so much negativity. There was so much negativity all around. Excuse that sound, please. There was so much negativity, body shaming, and I'm wondering, even if, let me be very particular about body shaming, even if somebody says, I want to bleach my skin. I want to bleach my skin. Okay, let me use myself as an example. I'm dark skinned, and tomorrow I say I don't want to be dark skinned anymore. I want to use maybe a bleaching product, to a toning product to tone my skin, and I put out a picture. One, you have no right, not from anywhere, to drop any negative comment about me changing my skin color, because it is at my discretion. It is me. I put out my picture. If you don't like it, move past it. I think that's how we should be. If you don't have anything nice to say about people, that's just an example. Don't say anything at all. Don't use people don't make caricature of people. It's not nice. And actually, the internet never forgets. The internet never forgets. That's the truth of the matter. You might feel like, okay, let me just say my piece and move on. But someday we'll come back, continue. So let's try and make the cyber space a very friendly one for people to exist. It's a place where you can interact with people, where you can meet new people, you can make new contacts. I can talk about my experience being online, having, especially LinkedIn. I've had a lot of communication and connections with people as a result of just being on the internet, specifically LinkedIn. It's actually, I'm not promoting LinkedIn anyway, but it's a professional platform that helps you grow career-wise. So I feel like we should see the good sides of it, and make the best out of it. There's no need spewing negativity. There's no need bullying people because you have data. There's no need talking down on people because you feel like maybe they don't know you, so you just drop a negative comment. Imagine if you had one-on-one interaction with those people. Would you have the mind to say such a thing? Some even go as far as coming into your DM to drop those negative comments. Some even go as far as threatening people, threatening their lives, like they will kill. It just goes to show that people need healing. People need to check themselves properly and heal from what the problem is, and heal very well from inside. A person who drops negative comments, who bullies people on the internet, uses various measures to do that, only reflects in the negative side of themselves, only shows that they actually need help. And if you're in the habit of doing that, kindly see a therapist, see a doctor, re-examine yourself. Don't get into such negativity because you want to air your views. It's not necessary. Sincerely, it's not necessary. So there's something I just wanted to point out. And the thing is, the truth about trolling on the internet is sometimes these shows actually get paid. They are they are they are paid to create buzz online, and that's what many people do not know. They drop those negative comments and you engage them. But first of all, before I go into that, let's take some comments right now so I'll know what your thoughts are. So we'll show some comments. No, I think the next one. Yes. Okay, someone said Belema is always here. Hi. Okay, someone said something else. There's another comment there. One thing that promotes cyberbullying is online savages that retweets savage responses. People want to trend by blasting others. Exactly. Just for the how many minutes of fame. Just let it be that I said something that was dope and maybe somebody retweeted or somebody reposted. It doesn't make sense. If you want, the truth is, I know that a lot of people, the kind of country we're in, things are actually really hard. That's the truth. So, so people would want to do anything just because they want, just like Kerem said, because they want attention. So let's be that I'm blasting somebody, and they take pride in it. I've been on Twitter for a pretty short period, and the kind of things there, it takes somebody that has mind to do that. Sometimes it might come off as fun, but it doesn't. I'll be back. Hey guys, welcome back. Sorry, we had power outage. So a lot of people want to just let it be that they've trended. They are doing very, very well. So guys, would actually cut short here and talk about this maybe next time. We're actually supposed to have a guest, but she had a little bit of family emergency. That's why. So don't fail to subscribe to my YouTube channel for so much more. We have a lot of things planned out for you. Have a wonderful day, and see you by 6 p.m. for Girls Chat. Take care of yourself, and bye.